And welcome to It's All About the Youth, baby. I love football. It's that time of year. You want to believe it. You want to believe it. I know you talk about, I don't believe it's that time to see Bay yet, but she's here.
Yep.
Me and my main man.
15 years, man. We said we was going to bring it back.
She's here, man.
We went to a different trophy. What was it, 2010?
Yeah, 2010.
Kind of switch up. No, 2012. Yeah, Bay hadn't been gone that long.
Okay.
20 Community Cup, man. He been calling it Bay on the past couple episodes.
Everybody calls it Bay.
Yeah, now it's Bay, yeah. But it's actually the Community Cup. The Community Cup. So, bringing it back for the 15-year anniversary, man. It's supposed to be what, the silver? It's supposed to be a silver anniversary. Or crystal. No, a crystal. 15 years crystal anniversary.
He knows all those.
We brought the silver.
She here.
Fact checker. I did fact checking on some of the past shows.
Yeah.
On the show last week and the week before that.
You
about
did?
fact check. Oh, yeah.
So is there some things that we need to have
Some
clarity?
things were true, some things was false.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Okay. It's like?
The fact that all the running backs came from one style of offense, that's not true.
Yeah, I kind of clarified that, I think.
But they didn't let you talk about it. They didn't want to hear that. They were so busy.
I mean, Claudia Collette, we watched them Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
Go bananas.
But the fact that more kids come from that program was not true. You got to give some of the older programs who've been around.
Yeah.
Again, Lael Collins just got a contract extension.
5 years.
From the Rams. Yeah.
5 years, yeah. And hands down, and I'll be the first one to say the Rams have more kids in the National Football League probably than any organization.
Yeah.
Because
they're older.
They're the grandfather of the league.
Yep.
And hands down, when you look at from the Michael Claytons of the world to the Warwick Dunn, who's
Marcus
Spears, those guys are, Maweldy Moore, I can keep naming.
But it
guys that came
goes
from
to the fact that during that era, there was only one youth football team that serviced that community.
Well, everybody kind of played in their community then. If you lived in Glen Oaks, you were a bandit. If you lived in Dixie, you played.
But that was later on, and in the earlier parts of it was only the Rams. The Rams was the first.
So it's way back.
Even more, dude. I'm saying even in that.
I mean, I grew up in Brookstown when I was in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I'm a 80s, late 80s, 90s baby. So. And if you lived in Brookstown, you played for the Howard Park Cougars.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
I played for the Howard Park Lakers. Basketball-wise.
So I was a Laker. I played for Laker Coach Jones.
And Coach Ellis. Oh, yeah, you did. Lucius Jones was the coach.
Yeah. So you just look back, and people, either your dad was friends with the guy.
That's what it was.
Or whatever, or your parents trusted him.
Because I was in Scotlandville. My dad was friends with the guy that coached with Howard Park Cougars, so he would come get me, and we would go to practice. I remember playing Pat in youth ball, basketball, and ended up playing against him in high school in basketball when he was at McKinley.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, as we get into the show, man, it's going to get interesting. We're going to, look at some of the matchups for this year. In week one.
Yeah, we're going to play around with some of the fun matchups.
The fun matchups, brother. It's some unique, interesting conversations is going to come up.
There's a backstory behind it.
Right. So you don't want to really, go away from the TV right now because we're going to cover some things and talk about some things that maybe some people may say, I wouldn't say that. Who can stop?
Because they got some people playing for colors again. Right. They got some people playing for practice fields. So.
All of that, man. Lights, free light. So
they income tax check.
It gets serious, man. Do you really think people play for income tax check?
Man, I done seen somebody want to jump off the bridge because they done lost their house note. Being out there, they done lost their house note.
The house note.
Now they want to fight everybody.
So gambling on children's games is big.
Well, they had that big incident in Florida where there was a barbershop that never cut hair. All they did was gamble on youth sports.
Wow.
Not NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball. It was youth sports.
So that's why the pressure is really on most of the time.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Nook came out there and said, I got 200 that my nephew and his team gonna kill y'all.
Yeah.
Spot me 6 points.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So,
which is illegal. We do not condone that foolishness. So
we do not condone it, definitely.
So please don't bring it out to the stadium because that causes confusion. But again, we made arrangements. We made reservations with Parish Prison, and then we also made arrangements with some escorts for you.
We got a bail bond coming too.
So
we have a bail bond.
So we're gonna put you in jail and then get you out of jail
and tell you shouldn't have did it. But when we come back, We'll get more into it.
We're going to get into the seniors, man. We talk about the seniors and stuff. I want to really talk about these Jaguars I've been seeing.
Oh, my God. Keep it locked right here on It's All About the Youth.
Do you need to say great job, congratulations, or way to go? Crown Trophy on Sherwood Forest Boulevard in Baton Rouge has the trophy, plaque, acrylic, or crystal award you're looking for. Whether it's for your team, business, or church, come to Crown Trophy. We guarantee the highest level of customer service, and there's no charge for rush orders or trophy engraving. We're nationally known and locally owned. Visit us online to view our catalog at www.crowntrophy.com.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
At Roadrunner Towing, we love our God, our children, our nation, and yes, our sports. So let's play ball. Score big when you need a tow, either in East Baton Rouge or West Baton Rouge. Because at Roadrunner Towing, we don't want an arm and a leg, we just want your toes.
And we're back right here on It's All About You. We were just talking about it before we got off the air, man. The matchups.
Yeah.
You pulled a few rabbits out of the hat. You know,
for what?
You did it.
I mean, for the senior side of it, with the teams that's in there, there was no interleague like we're doing with the other age groups. So we had to go straight into it.
So does this
day
start,
one, you got to.
Does this start like power rankings and all that? This is going to
after week one, we got to get the National Prep Sports is bringing in the power rankings.
Powered by National Prep Sports.
Yeah, because actually this is powered by National Prep Sports, our feature show, our preview show for kickoff. For those of y'all don't know, our kickoff, our 15-year season kicks off Saturday, Memorial Stadium, Olympia Stadium, and then Sunday, Memorial Stadium, Olympia Stadium. This is our 15th year doing this. We're bringing the city together as usual. We're the best kept secret in the city.
We're not a secret anymore. He's been saying that for years.
I'm sorry. Everybody know about it.
We changed. We're the nationally known best thing moving this side of the red stick. How about that?
Yeah.
Can we go with that?
Yeah, this side of the red stick.
Yeah, baby.
I was about to say this side of Mississippi, but we on the other side of Mississippi too.
Right.
Now. Yeah.
Right.
We doing stuff over there. But our first matchup, man, I really want to get into for this week. Why are you looking like that? Oh. The Jaguars and the Rams, man, a championship game, 2017 championship game, man. Yeah, the Jaguars and the Rams, they playing. As a matter of fact, they kicking off this Saturday at 10 o'clock. This Saturday at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, but I looked at the Jaguar lineup. The Jaguars across the front averaging what, 240?
Yeah.
245?
240. Average weight by 240.
So
midgets.
But swag linemen.
I can't even say they look like swag linemen. They don't look like swag linemen.
Yes, indeed.
They look good. Good looking kids, man. Hard working.
I like them.
Yeah.
I like them. As a matter of fact, I seen a couple of them playing basketball in Hoop Fest.
Right.
They're athletic.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got kids that are deemed linemen that will play linemen for the rest of their life. Honest to God, they are linemen, for the most part, but they are athletic enough to play other sports, and we encourage them to participate in other things like basketball, baseball, things like that.
I just don't think it's gonna be a pushover.
It's gonna be.
I seen y'all get off the bus.
It's gonna be a fight.
I seen y'all get off the bus.
It's gonna be a fight. It's the battle of the South, man. Like it's nothing like the stands will be packed. It's week one. The stands will be packed. It will be a sea of blue and gold. You're gonna have royal blue. Then you're gonna have powder blue.
That powder,
Columbia blue, whatever you want to call it, navy blue. We wear
blue.
every color of the blue.
There you go.
Yeah, we wear all the colors. So
what the Jaguars wearing? We're gonna have a baby reveal. I mean, a uniform reveal every week.
Stay tuned, man. It's getting interesting.
Hold on, let me see what I said. We're gonna pull a uniform out the hat.
A lot of people look for the show.
I don't think it's gonna be a pushover though.
It's not.
When I first saw 245, I mean, because they bigger than me.
Yeah.
I'm 225 on a good day. 245 at 12. But I looked at the Rams roster. The Rams look good up front.
They've always had good. The one thing about the Rams, I give them, they're feeder, man. You're always going to get an aggressive kid that's going to move up.
Yeah.
A kid that doesn't mind competing and understands the concept of winning.
Yeah.
That's hands down the product that you're going to see come up.
And that's instilled in them from day one. Yeah,
from day one. It's about being dominant, coming up and competing, not being afraid to put your nose in there and get in there. The same thing with a Jaguar kid, that you're going to see a kid that...
Well, they cousins.
Yeah. I mean, most of them are related.
They probably living in the same house.
They got the same grandmother. Momo. You got grandmothers on Saturday. And Sunday, you're going to see, Saturday for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of grandmothers that's going to be in a situation where halftime she got to change her shirt, or she got a shirt with
that couldn't have
with tree stump on this side, and she got one with slow motion on the other side. Whatever they call his little nickname, man.
Yeah.
Every kid in our league, we identify him
by a nickname
or a handle like that, because it's always interesting to see a kid that looks at you and be like, "Wow, Coach, what you call me?"
Yep.
Shrimp, son. Your name's Shrimp from now on.
And the thing about it is, those names carry on throughout
all the way through.
Throughout
we
their
got
life.
Certain kids that play high school, and they can call him by his real name, and we'll say, "Who?" Joshua Parker. No, that's joystick.
Joystick, yeah. A golf ball.
Golf ball. Whatever. All those names have really truly stuck over the years. And I just look back and say, man, wow, we've had a chance to, and we're still getting this chance to see some of the absolute best talent. I went to the LSU, and not to get off what we're covering, I went to the LSU game on Saturday. Birthday present from early birthday. It was a birthday present. I appreciate it.
Ain't nothing wrong with
that. You insist, hook me up.
You getting older?
Yeah. So we did the grown folks thing. We went to the game, man. Which I always at somebody's football game on Saturday after our games. But looking out on the field, man, I just got chills. And I've had kids to play.
That's why
football.
we're not the secret anymore.
But when you start looking, and you can name 6, 5, and
just imagine
on a roster.
Damone Clark, Clydrick was 5 years old when you first met him.
That's it.
Now they playing college ball.
They're college football players.
You watch them grow. It's not just you saying it because you're trying to latch on to a kid. You know how some people latch on to a kid. Oh yeah, I've been knowing him all this life. Yeah. No, you really know this kid.
Clydrick Hilaire Edwards. I tell people all the time, I would leave my game, and I don't hide it. After our game, where is he playing? Because I would watch a kid that was that young do something so amazing to me.
Yeah.
To have running patience at that age, and it was just graceful to watch him run.
Well, just wait till the big Jaguars jump on the field and you see Burt.
Yeah.
Again, Bertrand
Carroll, Chase Foster,
watching them from 5 years old, all the way up.
DJ, Donovan White Jr.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You know, his brother, we call him Tay Tay. You know, so I mean, we can keep. I can Blake.
Blake,
know,
exactly.
We got several kids, man.
So LSU and Southern has really realized that we're not a secret because we're on their roster. We used to brag about, man, we're on every high school. We're still on every high school roster in this parish.
Yes. Yeah.
And surrounding parish.
Right.
Because we actually can go in Port Allen, you got some kids and stuff. But we're in East Baton Rouge Parish. There's no school that's not playing. As a matter of fact, Caleb Jackson playing tonight right now with Lehigh JV. Lehigh just had their first game as a JV.
They're feeding him the ball too.
Dude, yeah, the coach told me.
I just got a phone call right now.
The coach said, man,
earlier,
I got a kid named Caleb Jackson. I don't know where he came from. I say he came from us.
He a Seahawk.
Yeah, Caleb Jackson, and he's running it.
He's a tough kid,
too. But he's at Lehigh getting a good education. Right. But to go back to Bertrand has a brother that plays on that.
Yeah,
that's a monster on that Jaguar team that's going to be playing Saturday against the Rams.
Yeah, man. Oh, my God.
So I would love to see what that's going to be like when he run up against.
Believe it or not, people are surprised, going to be surprised at this. And I'll share it. You know, I was going to hide it. He's probably the only kid that he'll play D-line. Mm-hmm. Pretty much for the rest of his life, he'll probably be there. But he's fast enough to play other positions.
Oh, yeah. He has linebacker speed to me.
He's skilled enough to do other things.
Yeah.
You know, and it just depends on the height-wise where he checks out at, you know. That's going to determine.
If he can get Bert height, then he'll.
Well, he's projected to be way bigger, you know, than
Oh,
Bert.
really?
Yeah, he's bigger than Bert.
Well, I know he's going to be swollen than Bert.
Yeah. They're looking at each other eye to eye right now. So
wow.
You know.
But like I said, man, that Rams-Jaguars game is always a good match. It's going to be a good matchup.
That's one of those things I always tell people, man, it has X's and O's plays a big part in it, but it boils down to strictly about guts.
Yeah.
Guts and that the game normally is a tight game for the most part, or you know it's tight all the way to when somebody makes a big play.
7-6?
7-6 in the championship. Yeah. So I go back to I gave a kid a chance. I believe in every facet of the game. You know, when I say every facet, all three components: special teams, offense, and defense. You have to make sure that you're developing a kid to be able to do those things.
We always talk about that's your job, but you understand the bigger picture of that. Your job is not to win youth games. Your job is develop for that next level.
Which, hence, you know, and it's not bragging or anything like that. You look at a product that's been stamped with us. No, I'm just being honest. You know, you tell me, you're the fact check. Kids leave our program. Kids leave the program on a senior level, and a majority of our kids have been able to go on and actually compete in some form or fashion. As a freshman in high school, you know,
day one coming in, understanding football,
having an IQ, a high IQ, being exposed to film study, being exposed to, you know, high school and collegiate concepts. We took our group to Alabama this summer, you know, to the Alabama football camp.
Bragging,
and we were
bragging.
No, I took them because just to show what the culture, a winning culture would look like. A winning culture feels like on the national level of college.
Yeah,
and being immersed into the culture and watching these young studs go out here and compete with studs from around the country, because it's not just, you know, the average Joe Blow is there. Either dad or mom feel like
he's to make the next one, so we need
$400 investment into your kids being there. That's a big deal. Yeah. So we were able to go there, and we had kids that truly stood out and made the Nick Saban team, you know, all those things, and our group was invited to stay after.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they stayed after and went to the practice. They went to Alabama practice.
You know, all that's good.
Yeah.
But the Rams don't care when they come play
They don't
Jaguars.
care. They shouldn't care.
When it comes Saturday at 10 o'clock,
I wouldn't care.
The Rams going to still say, I'm from South Baton Rouge. We practice at Memorial Stadium. Strap up. This our house. Big Blue.
You know what?
We're going to let it go. Then the next game, we're going to talk about it.
Why you won't let it go?
We're going to let it go. We're going to let it go.
Who the coach of the Rams?
Who the coach of the Rams? Mm-hmm. Buster. Donnell Wallace.
Big Buster? Okay, good.
Buster. Donnell Wallace.
Buster, that's my friend. I like Buster.
Buster, I believe that's a shout out. I believe he calling you out, man. Take it out on them.
Bust.
The next game we're going to look at, because we talked about golf ball, we do want to kind of golf ball grew up from the Rams, but he finished his season out with the Vikings. As a matter of fact, finished with a championship. So we want to look at the Vikings and the Bengals is going to be probably a real good game because the Vikings, and that's September 14th, we doing that. The Vikings are coming off of probation. But they were a prominent team when that senior level. As a matter of fact, their last year in the league, they were
probation.
They come.
Yeah, I mean,
they on
talk
probation.
Very political about being on probation.
And the Bengals are bringing a senior team. The reason why we're doing this is because this is the first year the Bengals are back with a senior team. So these two teams.
It's been about, what, 5 years since they had
it's been a while.
Yeah.
But they're secretly building over there in Independence because they joined forces with the Bears.
Yep.
And now they're strong. They become the
Bengal Bears.
The Bengal Bears.
They were the Bucks.
The Ducks and the Bengals.
They became the Bucks.
But yeah, so as the Bengals and the Bears are kind of combining on all levels, and their numbers are looking good. Their numbers are looking like
a senior roster.
Well, their numbers are their organization numbers are looking like a Jaguars or Rams or a Hornets type. So it's really
great
good
guys over there. Dwayne Monaghan, and Rob, two guys I salute, man. I always salute guys who, what I feel like are doing it the right way. When I say doing it the right way, are in it for kids.
Yeah.
And when we in it for kids, the true essence of what we're trying to build has I guess a transparent platform.
Yeah.
And
well, you got to think about it. Dwayne is like you.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have kids playing in the program.
No.
So y'all still in it. Now you got one coming. You got one coming to the program.
I finally have a son,
a seed that is yours that's out there. Yeah, that's something that you. Yep.
Hitman might not want to play football. His Uncle Leroy might have
let him don't play football.
He has a big 3-point stance at one.
Yeah, let it know. All that working out he doing and stuff, his legs good.
But just getting back to what we were talking about here, I look at the Vikings, man. The Vikings are one of those organizations. The Winborn Vikings, man, are what they are. When I say that,
they really are.
Taking a kid, the tough matchup part of this are the Bengals kids willing to get into a toe-to-toe knockout punching battle?
Well, I'm going to tell you, last year, man, the Bengals had a real gritty, gutsy 9 and 10-year-old team.
Did they have Winborn children? Did they have a child that was from 7, 08, 05 that would look
they had a couple of them, but they had some good athletes.
Did they ride? Do they ride do they still ride bicycles? Not bikes, bicycles to practice.
Well, you got to think about it. They are getting some kids from the Bears who are coming from the Flannery area.
Okay,
that's Sherwood babies. So they are getting some of the. And as a matter of fact, some of the kids at the Eagles, because the Eagles not having a senior team.
Don't take it the wrong way. I hope you don't take it the wrong way, but it's just something about. Let me tell you, it's something about a child. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
They had to pay his own registration fee.
Oh, when he pull up, he got his own birth certificate and registration fee in a piece of paper
in an envelope.
He said, "Here, coach,"
and a Crown Royal second change.
Look, he said, "I sold. I sold some goodies and got that kind of kid."
Yeah.
You can't. It's priceless.
It's tough. I mean, and that's the one thing about it is I have to give it to them. The Vikings have tough kids. They have tough coaches. Mm-hmm. The coaches are
the kids are a reflection of the coaches. Yep.
And
Telly Wells, I look at Telly Wells and I say I've coached with Telly Wells.
Kerry's a great guy.
Kerry G, my guy.
He doesn't have.
So I look at Ice Cream. Ice Cream is Ice Cream. I consider him to be the heart and soul of the.
Well, they got some new coaches that came over there, like Derek Williams came over when they left and went to a traveling program, and then realized that we still the best. We're the best thing going. We're the best thing since sliced bread. When they came back,
I like to see at the end. I like to see. We need to call National Prep Sports and ask them to set it up for the Tournament of Champions to happen. Where because I know National Prep Sports the only people can get this done.
They bring it together. Yeah, because it had to be on the national level.
You got to be on the Tournament of Champions, whether they're from the Travel League, they're from our league. We need to line up.
We'll see,
and just play.
We had to see. We had to see so because it's possible. It's possible. And the last game we're looking at on this one.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. You didn't give these people their just due.
Who?
The Bengals.
I'm telling you, the Bengals on the come up.
You
quietly. See, I don't believe the Bengals
what I
wanted to
didn't
tell
hear.
it.
I didn't hear you go in like, "Ooh, they got such and such." Tell me. I mean, you did your research. Tell me they got
what
a
on the
guy.
Bengals?
Did they add some guys, or what did they do?
Wait, I believe you game planning it. You trying to get
no.
the Bengals actually have a nice core group of kids that came from their 9 and 10-year-old program, but they also bringing in a core group of kids because the Bears had 11 and 12-year-olds last year.
So they put it all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bear Bengals.
The Bear Bengals.
The Bear Bengals.
I like it.
I'm telling you.
And the Vikings, I know they've been working hard, man.
They want to come back and show that they're a good program because overall they are a good organization. Yeah. The guys, they're doing their best to get everything because they're working with, just like the Jaguars, the Rams, the Hornets, and all the Raiders. They're working with underprivileged kids.
Underprivileged, inner city.
This is an inner city program.
And I tell people all the time, our kids are in unique situations, man.
Yeah.
And we'll get more in depth in those after we cover these matchups.
Uh-huh.
But our kids in such unique situations, man.
Oh yeah.
And with all the gun violence and things, I something I need to cover about football practice and something that our kids are dealing with that most kids don't have to see.
Yeah. I'm telling you, and this is not something new.
Right.
I'm gonna tell this story, and then we're gonna segue into where when I was coaching, we used to practice the practice facility that we were practicing at was by a neighborhood, and it was kind of off the interstate. So I was going to practice one morning. This was like 8:30 in the morning. We had a game. I was going to pick up the kids from the game and stuff, and the street was blocked off. So I had to go around. It was a detour for me to get to the practice field. So I made the detour, got to the practice field, and half my team was there waiting for me. And I was like, man, didn't y'all see the street was blocked off? How did y'all get here? They said, oh, we walked right by the dead body.
That's real.
It was nothing for them.
So
that was just, and they with their football equipment ready to play the game. We went out and I believe we beat the Eagles that weekend. but I mean, the kids saw that and didn't think anything of it. And it's sad that we're so numbed down to violence.
We become immune
to
violence, man. Like on a whole nother level. Like we're more excited about the Rest in Peace T-shirt and the balloon release versus being excited about supporting him while he's alive
and doing something,
in whatever activity that they're involved in that's positive. So I mean, just as I want to give it its just due, man.
So the last game that we're actually running into for this segment here with our seniors, and it kind of segue in from
the battle of
North Baton Rouge. Yeah, we got the Scotlandville Seahawks and the Hornets.
Versus Junior.
That's September 21st. We got that game coming up, and the game. The reason why the game is so good is that Charles played for Coach Marlin. Charles is the offensive. He's the offensive coordinator for the senior team. So he played it. So it's going to be an offensive show because those two teams want to pass the ball. You got that line. The Jaguars got a line that they're going to try to pound it down your throat, and then they got that track speed. Because y'all got track. Y'all been practicing track since December. You just told me that y'all was practicing track since December, so y'all got speed. But yeah, the Seahawks and the Hornets game is going to be a passing attack because both coaches want that high power spread offense, running it, want to try to score as much as possible. Now I don't know. I've looked at some of the rosters. I don't know how defense is going to be, but surprisingly, when we were talking about size, man, the Seahawks got a nice front line.
That's good, man.
They're looking at about 215 across the front.
That's good.
So some meat packages is going to be able to push people around these days.
Whoa.
So that's why I say, man, and you got to think about it.
Boys in the league.
You got to think about it. Scotlandville, the Seahawks actually was in the championship game last year.
They did. They sent the Jaguars home. Shame.
Yeah.
Not just sent them home.
Oh yeah, no, it was a
shame.
It was a payback from the regular season.
What a I'm talking about a defensive shift, man. Like they came in with a game plan that minimized every opportunity, which was phenomenal. And I tip my hat to those guys.
Yep. So we have some good games on tap for that 11 to 12 year age.
I want to see that game, man. I always look at in our league, Marlin at this present moment is considered to be the on the
11. Yeah, exactly.
He is Nick Saban.
Yep. Yeah.
Hands
He had a real good run.
He had a 5-year run that was like no other, like championship 5 years.
Yeah. Before that, he had a 5-year run of second place. He was Buffalo Bills. He was the Aaron Sutton before Aaron Sutton took the title. Y'all done got it from Buffalo, then he passed it on to you. Well, but that's our segment, man, for our preview for the 11 and 12-year-olds. When we come back out our next break, we're going to talk about that age group that's the biggest age group we have, man.
Yeah.
We have more teams in that age group, more kids in that age group. So
and
right
people
now,
support that age group. They really get down with it, man.
They're a baby, but not a baby in that age group, so you still have that support. So we'll be right back, man, with our juniors. Featuring
it's all about the youth. Keep it locked, baby.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
At Roadrunner Towing, we love our God, our children, our nation, and yes, our sports. So let's play ball. Score big when you need a tow, either in East Baton Rouge or West Baton Rouge. Because at Roadrunner Towing, we don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes.
Do you need to say great job, congratulations, or way to go? Crown Trophy on Sherwood Forest Boulevard in Baton Rouge has the trophy, plaque, acrylic, or crystal award you're looking for. Whether it's for your team, business, or church, come to Crown Trophy. We guarantee the highest level of customer service, and there's no charge for rush orders or trophy engraving. We're nationally known and locally owned. Visit us online to view our catalog at www.crowntrophy.com.
Man, and we're back live on It's All About the Youth. I guess I'm your host, Aaron Sutton. You know that guy over there, it's Leroy Holland, man.
You eating them cheese sticks. We cross out the teeth.
Cheese sticks good. Real good, with a little bacon wrapped around it. You don't eat that swine.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't mess with the swine. But some of the best chicken wings, man, you come over here and get some. They used to be 50 cents, but they're not 50 cents anymore. They're still good.
They're real good.
They're still good. But
smoked wings, man.
Smoked wings. If y'all didn't know, we were taping live over here at Scoreboards.
Yeah.
Oh, they still 50 cents? On Wednesday. See, we just got it from the boss.
It's confirmed. There's still Wednesday 50-cent wings on Wednesday.
I'll tell you, that's what I thought.
We heard about it. Well, anyway.
Well, I'm about to get to play the 50-cent wings because it was told to me as false advertisement. Allen.
Hey, what happened with them Vikings and Seahawks, man?
Was that a voice of God or Satan?
You know, we were talking earlier. I don't want to forget about this. But we were talking earlier about the legends that come, the guys that went on to play in the NFL, like Marcus Spears too.
Yeah,
Marcus Spears got a super dope shout out yesterday, man, from Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, really?
Stephen A. Smith was talking about the next generation of great guys that were coming up in the business, in the broadcasting business. And the first guy he highlighted, man, he said, man, Marcus Spears is the next dude.
Wow.
He like stamped him, man. Just gave him that. Like
that's
he's
big.
The next dude. I was like, man, that's what's up.
That's
man.
big because you got to think about, man. Stephen A. Smith started small, and worked his way up
to being the Chris Berman of ESPN. He is the face of ESPN.
Yeah. Marcus actually was able to get in off his playing career, but Stephen A. for him, somebody that worked his
journalist,
way up,
worked his way up through the ranks,
and give somebody like Marcus Spears that stamp. That was pretty good, man.
Super big, man.
But we're in our double A's, man. We're talking about our juniors now, big time juniors, and we had some guests on the previous show.
I heard myself they still take place in the junior division, and it happened. Yeah, I'm gonna tell it. It happened between the Vikings and the Seahawks in the line at registration. From what they say, look, they say they still happened in the line at registration. And I even read. Let me finish telling you.
Good tell.
I even read on the internet today, this morning when I woke up, the coach from the Seahawks say he's playing a team this Saturday, and at halftime, do you hear me? He said he's gonna beat them so bad at halftime he's gonna take his starters out and not sit them on the bench, put them in the stands and buy them a turkey wing.
Oh, wow.
He said he's gonna beat them. He gonna beat them so bad.
Wow.
But
that's the 11 and 12 year old matchup.
No,
because the 9 and 10s don't play till November 9th. They play.
Well, I'm wrong then. Well, he was talking. Whoever
he was talking about the 11 and 12 years.
He's gonna punish him.
He already told him. He said when he beat him in the 9 and 10 year old level. That's we can see the graphics that put up that Vikings and the Scotlandville Seahawks double A. That game, that's it. That game is actually November 9th. That's the last game of the season. And he said that he's going to beat him so bad because he lives by Winburn. Mm-hmm. He's going to start practicing over there. So he wanted to take their practice spot. So we had to feature that game. We had to talk about that game.
So they playing for the rights to Winburn.
To Winburn. Now we jumped ahead in the season, but it's a great matchup because there's a lot of backstory behind that. And you saw it on the show, some of our earlier shows. If you hadn't had a chance to look at it, you can go to lysntv.com.
You know that song? You know my favorite? Feelings so deep in my feelings. Some people get deep in their
feelings. Yeah.
If you've never seen grown people get in their feelings, Saturday.
Yep.
I promise you will see adults almost cry. If not cry, he gonna cry when he get in the car. You're going to see a lot of coaches.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we saw it out of two other coaches that was almost, I thought they was going to, they said they was going to put on pads and play. Remember he said if you put on pads, we'll win another championship.
That's it.
That was with the Rams and the Eagles. So that's actually our October 5th. It's coming out October 5th. You see that Rams and the Eagles graphics that we're about to put up. That game there is, and you saw it here on the show. You saw it really the build up.
I saw Coach Dex have the audacity to look in a man's eyes and tell him, I'm better than you. And the man next to him, which was Pat Green, the self-proclaimed best coach ever in the history of youth football, said, I don't know what you could do.
Oh, yeah. I don't
remember that.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that one of those.
Fact check. Dex did beat Pat. Pat beat Dex, but Dex did beat Pat for 2 of his championships.
Whoa.
So it was, Dex wasn't wrong about it.
So Dex was...
And then when Dex, the sad thing about it is, man, when Dex lost the championship, that last championship to Pat, Dex walked through the stadium with 3 bays.
Yeah.
Like it was staged. He had already had it play. Yeah. Remember he came down the stadium, came to Memorial Stadium with 3 trophies, like he had
shake
already
hands?
played. I don't believe so.
I don't think he shook hands.
Yeah, no,
He
it's a
walked
blood
out
match. Well, you heard Pat say, man, he ran across the field and wanted to fight him in one of the games. So we hope it's not fighting in this game here.
They're not. I don't think they're gonna go to blows.
No, no, they're friends. I mean, they're friendly rivalry.
Outside of that.
Because Dex has been around just as long as Pat.
Yeah, Dex is a living legend in his own right.
Yeah, the great thing about it, well, I don't know if you knew this, that the Eagles are a branch off. Everybody's kind of branch off, except for your branch off of the Rams.
The Jaguars are a branch off of the Rams.
The Raiders are the Eagles are a branch off of the Raiders.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the Bears were a branch off of the Hornets.
Wow!
So the trees, those old coaches.
So
Sean Payton,
you got the Seahawks.
The Seahawks are branch off of the Hornets. Yeah, the Vikings are branch off of Jaguars.
Yeah, you got children.
So there was what you call it, but that's the growth that you want. You want to see that. You want to see
young coaches
go to other neighborhoods because we want to service every neighborhood, every community.
That's the mission. That is the mission. Not so much the goal. The goal, is one thing, but the mission. Our mission is to make sure that we're saturated. Throughout every community in the greater city and abroad.
And the funny thing about it is, we are branching out, and not just in the urban communities, but in the suburban communities. Because we have a matchup coming up. That's October 12th. We have the St. George Dragons.
I live in St. George, matter of fact.
Yeah, the St. George Dragons. Now the thing about it is that the Cubs are really the U-High Cubs. And they played in the league a couple of years ago and enjoyed it so much they said, you know what, we want to come back.
Right.
And these were from the parents, not just from the coaches, but the parents said they wanted to come back.
So when you think of diversity, you think of, putting the community in a spot where we can all be harmoniously and in tune with each other.
What game do you love?
Football. I don't care what
anybody.
That brown ball,
can change the world.
Can change the world, man. And it's been proven. Bear Bryant. I look back at all of the legends in this game that realized that color lines were hindering the best product from being displayed.
Exactly.
And once you saw them united, as you can see on Saturday and Sunday, you saw when the creme de la creme
you see
put together.
See some of the best execution of this game.
And the exhibitions that you want to see.
Yep.
You can't, we've been a part of some things that because of those barriers have been dropped that you could say, man, I couldn't have paid to see this.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, just to be a part, just to be in the mix of it.
Just to be there.
Yeah. So I always look at those things and I salute, the pioneers, but also the guys who are willing and who get it.
Yeah.
Who get it, man. The color lines don't have nothing to do with my child being a part of the best.
And playing football.
Yeah.
Because the Cubs team that played that previous year with our program, they were 5th graders, which is the 9 and 10-year age group. They went on to be 6th graders, and the Catholic school actually has like a middle school program. They played and ran through them.
Yeah.
And it was really based off of the fact that they played good football that previous year.
You heard the coach, he actually gave kudos to saying, hey, we came back for 2 main reasons. The league is a great league, but our kids are exposed to great football. And he said that he was like, look, we get more aggressive, and we come out here and we play in a great brand of football. And he also made another key point. He said, these kids are having an opportunity to be teammates from here on.
The championships that U-High won over the past couple of years was based off of products that coming from Louisiana football. Whether anybody recognizes it or not, we know the Christian Harris, which we just saw on Saturday night as a true freshman.
Mike Hollins,
Mike Hollins, at Virginia.
University of Virginia, he's going bananas.
Exactly,
So we can
Nick Brosette.
Nick
Brosette came back and volunteered as a coach with the program.
But he was a player. He was a Falcon.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the great character that he learned from being around good men. Because he not only said, I'm going to use you up and get my football skills together. He came back and gave back to kids.
Yeah. It's a fraternity, man. The foundation of what has been built here with the volunteers and the vision all coming together is a true fraternity, a brotherhood that when you had that stamp, because I watch being a high school coach, you hear kids now You know, they talk like, you played in what league?
Yeah.
You don't want no smoke.
Yeah.
You know, the room may be balkanized. Look, based on, are you a Louisiana youth football player or are you a such and such league?
And some of the kids don't even remember the name. But if you didn't play at Memorial Stadium, you didn't play football.
Why we talking?
Yeah, you didn't play football.
You didn't play football.
But again, we can't close the season out. We can't close this 9 and 10-year-old segment without talking about
it's going down.
Nobody else but the South Baton Rouge Rams and South Baton Rouge Jaguars. Rams and Jaguars, man, you're going to see them actually November 9th, last game of the season before we start our playoffs. It's always a good matchup.
I think this year.
That's the color battle. They playing for colors again?
It's gonna they playing for colors.
They're playing for colors?
This battle is gonna be so unique this year because man, that's all I'm gonna say. You talk when I say
Memorial Stadium. That's
chess game.
That's what it's going to be at Memorial Stadium, 11:15. As a matter of fact, that November 9th day is a special date at both stadiums because there's a lot of key matchups that's coming on, and it's going to be great to see that close out our season with those matchups. A lot of rivalry. The thing about it is, first place and second place is probably going to be in some of those games. Those games are going to be deciding how the playoffs going to
week 8, whatever it is, to determine what your seed is. I like it like that. I mean, you know,
it means something.
Yeah, some people get through by week 4. You know, it's over with.
Yeah, we ain't enough games.
Right.
The games are boring.
Stiff competition, man. Like, you know, you got at least 5 weeks where you have to have your true.
Well, the 9 and 10, the great thing about it is that there's interleague because there's a SEC East and a SEC West. So there's interleague play in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But then you get into your actual league play, your divisional play, and that's where it's really you fighting tooth and nail, and you're seeing Georgia, Alabama style football, LSU every week. So you got to come to play.
It's tough. I looked at on the senior level. That's the kind of schedule I think.
Well, yeah. I tell you, y'all jump out of the gates.
Yeah, I think
there's no. I'm giving them a soft game. I've got a warm up game.
No,
you're not playing Appalachian State stuff.
You have no tune up. It's just like the new SEC version.
Yeah.
Your first game, go play Texas.
Go play
exactly.
Go
play Alabama.
You're just not getting the money like
Georgia in week 1. Yeah. So it's just.
But again, that's our 9 and 10-year-old preview of some of the key matchups and stuff. In our next segment, we're going to really get into that 7 and 8-year-old them babies. That's I'm telling you, that's what the grandmas love.
Yeah.
Because that's our Sunday game. That's our family. This is our family age group. That 7 and 8-year-old age group is
always interesting, man. If you pass by Memorial Stadium on a Sunday, I tell people all the time, and you wonder why are all these people at this stadium on a Sunday? You see smoke, barbecue pit. And they leave church, and they can say, "Rep, say amen." We put our $2 in. We're on out. They're on there with hallelujah.
One finger tipping out.
Please pray for them Jaguars. Pray for them. You know, sometimes they come to church with the colors on.
With the colors on.
He got his football equipment on, sitting in the back.
Because he know he leaving straight.
I can't be late. I can't be late.
So when we come back,
why we gotta have church at 12? They don't have no 10 o'clock.
We play the first game.
We played the first game.
When we come back, we're going to talk about our Sunday, that great Sunday, our family day. It's the 7 and 8-year-olds. That's what we call our sophomores. It's single A, 7 and 8-year-old sophomores. So if you didn't know, we have a freshman division, which is our 5 and 6-year-olds. They play on Sundays. Our sophomore division that plays on Sundays as well. That's our 7 and 8s. Our juniors that play on Saturday, 9 and 10s, and then the seniors, 11 and 12. The great thing about it is because our program is about teaching that high school next level, we broke our divisions down into the high school levels as well. So you'll see that in our program. You see elements of college and high school in there. We don't have Super Bowls. Everybody else having Super Bowl. That's for the pros. We have championship games because we want to keep it consistent with that they are student athletes. They're not professional players, so we don't play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But when we come back from this commercial break, we'll get into our 7 and 8-year-olds, our sophomore age group.
The pups.
At Roadrunner Towing, we love our God, our children, our nation, and yes, our sports. So let's play ball. Score big when you need a tow, either in East Baton Rouge or West Baton Rouge. Because at Roadrunner Towing, we don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes.
Do you need to say great job, congratulations, or way to go? Crown Trophy on Sherwood Forest Boulevard in Baton Rouge has the trophy, plaque, acrylic, or crystal award you're looking for. Whether it's for your team, business, or church, come to Crown Trophy. We guarantee the highest level of customer service, and there's no charge for rush orders or trophy engraving. We're nationally known and locally owned. Visit us online to view our catalog at www.crowntrophy.com.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
That's what you're gonna hear Grandma saying.
She hitting the way.
Run, Tukey.
There's some Daniel Greens on the dust on.
I mean, she ain't gonna have it. She gonna have a wig. They got lace fronts.
Oh yeah, got a wig on.
She gonna have a wig. You know, young girls wearing wigs.
Man, I seen a baby with a wig.
I saw that, man. It looked like they got a microphone thing,
You
like they in the
stupid.
Tyler Perry.
Man, we
play.
talk about football.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
You being messy,
I just-
like you being messy like them South Baton Rouge Rams be messy
Hey.
at games.
Listen, they gonna have this microphone thing right there, and they gonna have it when it starts sweating, cause you know it be hot at the game. They gonna beat up and gonna roll back.
Man,
What you want me to say?
we talking about the South Baton Rouge and the Bengals. On the last episode, the South Baton Rouge Rams and the Bengals was talking off camera.
I heard they got
The
messy.
Bengals told the Rams last year y'all ain't get but 8 yards.
8 yards.
Rushing yards. Y'all ain't get but 8 rushing yards. This is the 7 to 8 year age group. Y'all ain't get but 8 yards.
Did he say it with his chest?
They said it with his chest. Now, the Bengals, I believe, bringing back a good number of those kids in that 7 to 8 year age group.
So it's
for that
personal.
team. So yeah, so I believe they think that they got.
So you mean to tell me that the Bengals said it with their chest to the Rams?
push-ups? They've been doing push-ups. Independence, you walk about that.
Johnny Wright, R.I.P. the OG, the legend himself. Because I can only imagine right now. Could you imagine Can you give me a glimpse of what Johnny Wright would have said?
Now, you know, if a Rams coach lose at this level here, they usually get fired.
You get fired. Yeah.
Oh, you get fired. Tripp has been fired. David Ferguson got fired. I mean, you get fired on this level. As a matter of fact, Jack Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Jack. Jack Jackson got fired and went over to the Gators.
Come on.
Yeah. So, if you lose on this level here for the Rams, you get fired. So, the Bengals already said last year, Jonathan Ferguson, we held y'all to 8 yards.
8 yards.
So they're trying to do it again this year. Ferg, you're on the clock.
You're on the clock.
You're on the clock.
8 yards, dog.
Now
No first downs,
Now I'm
player.
going to tell you what else was personal from the last show. I don't know if you watched it, man. The Hornets and the Scotlandville Seahawks. That was really a personal matchup. No, they didn't speak about it. You saw we had people come in and say, tell the truth.
I saw, like, a little tension. I saw some people, like, kind of say.
It's tension.
It's real bad?
It's tension. So you want to be at October 20th because it's personal. The head coach for the Seahawks.
What date is the game?
October 20th.
All right.
The head coach of the Seahawks and the offensive coordinator for the Hornets had a real personal match when they was together as coaches.
They used to be coaching together.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a good divorce. They lied about it, but it wasn't a good divorce. Somebody got the dog. Somebody got the kids.
Oh. He took the TV.
It took the TV. And you know we can't end the season out without having what? The hide and seek. We gotta have a hide and seek game. With
the squat down.
With the squat down with the Jaguars and the Vikings. Now I'm gonna tell you, in the defense of the squat down offense, it is the single wing.
Yes.
But on the other side of it, that they don't realize what most of the people, what coaches in the league is arguing about. It's not running the single wing. It's how they're squatting down with it.
The illusion.
Yeah. If they got in a three-point stand like AJ, but I don't believe they teach it like you taught AJ that three-point stand. But if they got
teach it. It's just the whole principle of you got to find the ball.
That's what it is. It's hide and seek.
At the end of the day, it's still football.
So we're gonna see who does hide and seek. Who playing hide and seek better?
Well, usually daddy.
Yeah,
teach the son.
That's true. I got to give it to it. As a matter of fact, there was a tribute to Terry by one of the other coaches.
Yeah.
That's not even with the Vikings.
Right.
So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this hide and seek matchup.
Well, now that you've been messy all this whole show, I want to let you know this.
What you want to let me know?
I'm looking for Saturday.
It's football season.
Turkey wing. I don't care nothing about football season.
You looking for
turkey wings? Turkey. Hey. If you've never been to Memorial Stadium, the turkey wings will be there because you know why?
It's all about the youth.
We catch you this weekend at a stadium near you, baby. Memorial.
It's only entertainment.
Not entertained. Are you